Hello and welcome to Discovering Grayslake, unveiling the stories and people that make our town so unique. I'm your host, David Wool, and I'm thrilled to bring you this new podcast that explores fascinating stories and experiences of local business owners and community leaders, right here where we call home. Grayslake Rehabilitation Center is a community-based private practice physical therapy provider. Do you know they have 13 clinical providers with various levels of specialties, including orthopedics, sports, neurology, vestibular, geriatrics, pelvic floor, and aquatic? What? Did I just say they have a pool? Well, they do, and it's the largest indoor warm water pool in Lake County, featuring 2 underwater treadmills and swim currents. And recently added clinical treatment specialties, in layman's terms, shockwave. They have both radial and focus units that are the newest tool in regenerative medicine, available to everyone. They pride themselves on the most current and up-to-date specialized care to keep you moving. If you're looking for physical therapy, make sure to see our friends at Grayslake Rehabilitation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Discovering Grayslake. We are recording from Agora, right on the corner of Center and Atkinson. If you're looking for a co-working space to get out of the house for a day, for a week, what a great place to be. So co-working space here in Grayslake. So if you need that, please contact Luke over here at Agora. He's kind enough to let us record here. So we haven't had an easy time connecting, have we?
No.
We haven't. A little bit busy.
A little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kristine Breault. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so we've known each other for quite a long time.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, and we're still friends. It's good that you still communicate with me, that we've known each other. Right. We did have a conversation if we were going to swear or not, just to warn everybody. So we don't know what's going to happen. So super excited. We're going to start off with your new business. So I want you to tell the town about new business, and we'll kind of go into some backstory stuff. So what is it actually you do in the name of your company?
I sell antiques and take consignment, and I have 20 vendors that I sell antiques for.
20 vendors?
20 vendors.
Wow. And now location-wise, you're right off of 120.
Yeah, 16 West Belvedere. The first floor. Second floor is residential. Looking for a roommate. Put that in there.
Right.
But yeah, right by the mobile.
Okay, so coming up 120, headed out east. West. Yeah, right past Haynesville Road. It's right on the right-hand side.
Correct.
Gotcha. And we were discussing it's been a lot of different places.
Yes.
Okay, so why an antique store? Is this something you've thought about for a long time?
Oh my gosh, since I was a kid. I've loved antiques. My grandpa was a dumpster diver, is what they call him back in the day. He'd walk down the alleys of Chicago and grab an item, and then when he'd visit us, he would tell me all about that item. And then once I got in the military, I loved antiques and all the history behind like war things as well. And then it just, with my mom, I antique as well, and she had a lot of history. So I just fell in love with it, and I've always wanted to open my own shop.
Wow. Because probably behind every piece that you have, there's a story.
There's always a memory. People will talk about the memories they have, like looking at items. They'll be like, oh, I remember this with my grandpa, or I remember this with my uncle, or I remember doing this as a kid. You know, my motto is keeping memories alive.
Awesome. So how long did it take for this dream of yours to come true, to actually open?
It still seems surreal. But it's been, I've wanted to do this since I joined the Navy. And then once my mom passed in 2017, she was like, do it. So I started with a booth. So it's been at least almost 10 years since I've been wanting to open my own business.
And so you've been collecting the whole time?
Indeed. With a husband as a garbage man, we collect a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Full circle.
All kinds of treasures to be found.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go. We're going to get back to the store, obviously, but you have a very interesting backstory. Navy for, if I think I read, 27 years? Is that
21.
Right? 21 years. So how, you go through high school, and when do you...
So I graduated high school when I was 9 because I was super smart. And then, I'm just kidding. So,
okay. I'm like, wow, and she's arrogant too. I love it.
No, I graduated high school, and I wanted to be a veterinarian. And my dad was like, why spend all this money to go to college? I had a scholarship to Augustana to swim and play softball, but why spend all that money at college if you don't know if you could stand the sight of blood? So he was in the Navy, and he said, try the Navy out and be a corpsman. And then I joined the Navy as a corpsman, which is a medic. I ended up being a medic for the Marine Corps, which is called a Devil Doc. we just had our birthday a couple days ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
June 17th. But yeah, and then I just ended up loving the military, and then they paid for all my schooling and everything like that, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay, so you had some adventures military-wise too, right?
Indeed, yes.
Okay, so where did you travel to?
Deployment-wise,
Yes.
I traveled to Bahrain and Kuwait.
Wow. Were you there for quite a while?
Bahrain, I was there for 3.5 months. The actual mission that we were supposed to do got canceled due to Bahrain rules.
Okay.
But I ended up doing a different job that kept me there, like an actual secret job that kept me there for a little while. And then for Kuwait, it was 9 months.
Wow. Some serious life experiences there.
Yes.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so then with all the time you did in the Navy, so how do you meet Ray?
He was a drunken patron at a bar I moonlighted at.
Stop it. Are you kidding me?
No.
Around here?
No, so I was stationed in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Okay.
And in the military, you don't make a lot of money. I mean, you do get room and board and everything like that. But if you want a nice car and you want nice things, you still have to work on the outside. So I was a bartender at a bowling alley.
Okay.
And he came in one day with his brother-in-law and some friends, and his friends wanted my number, and I didn't give him my number, and then I gave Ray my real number instead of Domino's.
Is that what the number you used to give out?
Yeah,
Domino's?
Domino's.
That's great.
Back in the day, we didn't have like cell phones, so I gave out Domino's.
So you meet Ray there, then how long were you guys together before you were married?
Well, I deployed like a week later.
Oh, okay.
I deployed to Bahrain a week later, and then we like got to know each other over actual letters.
Really? Handwritten letters?
Handwritten letters and email. He would have to go to the library to email me. And so we kind of like fell in love over letters. And then when he picked me up from the airport, and from that day on, that was it.
Are you looking for a great time right in the heart of our awesome community? Well, look no further than the Grayslake Village Center, your one-stop destination for all things fun and fabulous. Picture this: historical downtown vibes with a mix of diverse businesses, an array of unique shops, and delicious restaurants, many with outdoor seating, with an option to soak up the sun or shade. But that's not all. The Village Center is where the action is. And just like the weather, it's definitely heating up. There are events that take place all year round for the whole family. But now, you'll even have more options. Fill up your calendar with things to do. Also, take a stroll through Central Park, Gelatin Park, surrounding trails, green spaces, and more activities to keep you and your friends and family active all summer long. And now that the weather is warming up, dive into the Aquatic Center, open Memorial Day to Labor Day. But wait, there is more. Visit GrayslakeVillageCenter.com to discover an incredible lineup of events that are happening every month. Be in the know. Not sure what you're waiting for, so come on down, soak up the local vibes, and enjoy the experience that's unmistakably local and uniquely Grayslake. Grayslake Village Center, where the fun never stops. That's fantastic. What a cool story. That's funny, the stuff that I get to learn. That's awesome. Okay, so he was living there. So how in the heck do you guys get to Grayslake?
So we were stationed in Maryland after that.
Okay.
We got to Maryland. I worked at the Naval Academy. And then from there, I came to Grayslake to be a drill instructor. So the Navy doesn't really give you a choice to move. So Ray was really awesome being the supportive husband or supportive spouse. And he moved with me. He didn't have a job. So we got here in 2011. He actually got here before me because I was in intensive training and I couldn't get here. So we rented a house without even seeing the house. So
Really?
He had to take care of the kids and do everything and figure everything out when he got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's good. So then you moved here and you were a drill instructor.
Yes.
Wow. I think one of the first times I met you, somebody told me you're a drill instructor, and I'm like, well, I'm not messing with her.
Super sweet.
Right.
I was known as the Black Widow. I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, you always had a really good sense of humor, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't see her as a drill instructor. And I think I saw you one time going into Woodview, and we were doing the, what was the day where they brought everybody in? I was just talking to the principal about it.
Girls on the Run?
No, and I think they brought in people different businesses. I don't know why I can't think of it. Exploration Day.
Oh, yeah, Exploration
Yeah, and
Day.
I think you were doing one.
Yeah.
And like,
Drill instructor boot camp. Yeah, I remember that. I forgot all about that.
And I remember the kids coming back from that, and they were like, wow.
They were completely impressed.
Yeah, it was so fun.
It's so fun. Okay, so now you guys have kids that have been in the school district. So,
Correct.
So how many kids do you have? 3?
We have 3, but only 2 have been in this school district.
Okay, so that's
Jager
and
Trinity.
Yes, great kids, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, I've been having fun, especially with Trin watching softball stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Super exciting.
Yes.
And being a softball mom.
Yes.
No, she's at the time of this recording that we're doing. She's a senior, or is she done?
She's done. She graduated. She's off to Carthage College to play ball.
Actually, my son knew that. He told me that today, so I don't know why. He was
nice.
very impressed. So she's going to be at Carthage.
Yeah.
And then where's Jager at?
Jager's at Illinois Tech, and he's playing lacrosse and doing NROTC.
Oh, so is he going to go military route?
He's going military. He was gone the last 4 weeks for military training in California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. That must have rubbed off from you, huh?
I don't know. He's awesome. I mean, they're both, I don't know where the hell they came from. It's hard to believe they came from us.
They are great and very smart and talented kids.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's for sure. And very well respected as well. It's nice to hear parents talk nice about them. That's how you know you have good kids.
Yeah, they even visit me all the time. So.
That's awesome. Okay, so one of the reasons, did it take longer for you to open your shop? Were you waiting for them to get done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I wanted them to finish. I missed so much of their childhood. I wanted to see them through high school. Yeah. I kind of wanted to stay at the high school a little longer, but things happened, and I ended up just doing it quicker.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. So that's good, because you did work at the high school for
6 years.
6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now how does that feel? Now you don't have like what we would call like a regular job,
I know.
air quotes.
I'm the boss.
That's right, you're the boss.
Drinking hours are. Just kidding.
Yes, if you come after noon, you'll find her in a lot better mood.
Exactly.
So when you're starting up, so you have just the whole concept to me, like, it's kind of fun that because I've been to antique places and there's like little booths where people rent them and bring things in. Did you ever consider doing it by yourself, or your concept was that you knew that you had to have other people there?
I wanted other people there. I wanted to show their items. I love all the vendors I have, and I loved hearing all their stories when I'd work at an antique shop, because for the past 7, almost 10 years, I've worked at antique shops on the side as well to like learn the process and everything.
We're taking a quick break just to say hello, because everybody knows Nano, and Nano knows real estate. And actually, I believe that's the name of her Instagram page. So if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or know somebody in the market for a home, contact Nano from Baird & Warner. She's a Grayslake girl helping out Grayslake people.
And the reason why vendors have antiques is for so many different reasons, and they have so many stories behind it. So it's really interesting.
Wow.
So I'm super happy and appreciative that they chose to start this venture with me.
Sure. Are these people you knew from past, or did you put something out that you were looking for people?
So some are from past, and some are just brand new people venturing out, trying to create a hobby and trying to sell stuff they love and like.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff would I expect walking in the door?
Anything. Everything. There are so many things that it's from A to Z. There's so many things. As soon as you walk in, I got like homemade quilts, which brings you back to your grandma, right? And then you look forward and you got the American flag with all this military gear, back from World War I, World War II, all kinds of medals. And then you have Victorian, like you have toys, you have kids' toys even like earlier, like believe it or not, the 80s are going to be vintage in like a couple
Yeah, don't
years.
even say that.
So like there's 80s stuff, like there's so many cool things. There's figurines, there's decanters, there's clothing, Hawaiian shirts.
Really?
I noticed
I got a bad shirt on today.
Yeah.
I like to stand out in the crowd.
Yeah. There's just a hodgepodge of stuff. It's just, you could look through it 8 times and still miss something.
Really? And I'm sure with something like that, like inventory of what people have there probably changes quite frequently.
Yeah, so most of the vendors come in like either bi-weekly or weekly and just change it up.
Oh.
So when you're looking at one way, even Ray today, he came in, he's like, oh, I didn't see that before, because they just switched which side it was on, just to like keep it new.
Right.
Because you don't want to go in an antique store once and then go back again and be like, oh, I already saw that. Right. And each vendor's different. Some have different price ideas, some have different ways of setting things up, so it's just like a new story every time you come in.
That's cool, because that's the first thing I thought of too. Like if they went in and they didn't see something that they were looking for that time, they could stop by the next week and find something cool.
Right, and I have a wish list too. So then I
Oh.
put it out to all the vendors and be like, "Oh, Dave Wool's looking for an old bottle of moonshine. Do you have it?" And
She knows me so well.
and they'll be like, "Oh,
A full bottle of old moonshine, right?
I have it from 1974, not even open."
Really?
You know, like
Do you
they'll just
really
bring
have
it.
stuff
No,
like that?
but they'll bring it in if they do, and then I'll call you and be like, "Hey, Dave, you got your bottle of moonshine from 1974?"
That's awesome.
You know.
Wow. What are some of the most sought after items people come in?
Right now, a lot of Fenton glass is on the market, like in for women, bangles and brooches are coming back.
Really?
Belt buckles are coming back. People have been looking for old hair and like depending on and radios, like 8-track players, CD players, DVD players. They're looking for all that kind of stuff. Record players and vinyl is like through the roof.
Yes.
So.
Yes. My friend Nick from Andy's Records. It's
Right.
amazing
He probably has.
how well that they're doing, because
Yeah.
it's
I love it. I love it.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Especially the better the technology goes. I love that people are going back to something that's really, well, I don't think it's vintage because
Right, because we lived it.
I didn't. Yeah, I have record players because that's the only thing we could have.
We'll just say older.
Right.
We'll just say
older.
80s.
Exactly. Older.
70s.
But it's cool that that's what people are looking for.
Yeah.
And I find it funny that you say that things that are antiques, or from belt buckles and other things you're saying, but people now with things coming back into style, they can find real vintage stuff.
Yeah. And a lot of things were made better back then. No disheartened to nowadays, but people make stuff cheap so they could sell it.
Absolutely.
But things back then were made to last.
Wow.
And things now aren't made to last.
What's your favorite item that you have right there, or today? Like at the shop, what's your favorite thing that you have?
That's vintage?
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
going to say
your
a
favorite.
bottle of Jack, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But that's not
The
going to
vintage
last
stuff.
long.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry,
Not something that you're replacing daily.
The coolest thing I think I have is the cash register. Somebody gave me this cash register from like the 1920s, and it's just sitting in the front, like right when you walk in on the right side, and I looked it up, I did the whole history on it and everything, and just found like, and the story behind it was in his grandpa's like basement for all of the years that he was growing up, and he had to be in his like upper 60s and 70s, and he said he used to play with it as a kid, just pressing with the buttons and stuff, and so it's this huge, it's probably as big as this desk right here.
Really?
It's super heavy, it took 3 men to carry it. Cash register, yeah, it's so cool.
Now, is that for sale?
It is, yeah.
Well, everything's for sale.
Yeah,
right?
everything in there.
Right. But
Well,
that's
not
cool.
not myself, but
Right, exactly.
sorry guys, I'm taken. I'm just kidding.
So when you, because Ray's a garbage man, so I'm sure he finds all kinds of
Yeah, he
stuff.
finds a lot of cool stuff, and he's got an eye for it too. He's really good at it.
Which is fun. It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have specific things? Do you guys go antiquing or go to estate sales or anything like that? Like, where do you find your stuff?
We do. We go to estate sales. Well, we don't go to a lot of estate sales. We more go antiquing, and we like the old decanters and like the vintage like liquor bottles and stuff like that, because it's just cool and what they used to hold. Like we have the rustic style house, I guess you could say. So we like anything old, and I love wooden tools and wooden toys. So I go looking for like wooden toys and tools.
Is that stuff hard to find?
It is now. I used to get it all for the kids, because then all you had to do is like clean it with like super simple to clean, and then you just give it back to them. And
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I find it fascinating, especially when you don't have things that you just go and you buy and you have inventory, that you actually have to find it.
right.
Wow. So how much stuff do you have that's not on display? Do you have like a
We have
garage full?
We have our garage full, a storage unit full, and the barn in the back of the shop is almost full now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody comes in there looking for something and it's not on display, you could say, hold on, we have this.
Yes, and we also have a book that we have that says more antiques here, for like the bigger items like tables and chairs and stuff like that they could just flip through. Wedding dresses.
Really?
Like older wedding dresses that are coming back because it's expensive. So people are taking old wedding dresses that people are selling for maybe $100, $150 and getting them fixed to fit them how they want them.
Wow. It seems to me like, but from running many different businesses, and thinking about like what kind of overhead you have. So I'm sure there's stuff that you love to buy because you want it for yourself.
Yes.
But now you have to change your mindset of like, okay, what can I buy this for so I can resell it for this?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, like Ray loves cards. He loves Tom Brady. We all know this.
Right.
He's a New England fan. I can hear the booze already. But so there was a couple Tom Brady like rookie cards in there, and he wanted to buy them. But I'm like, no, like.
Right, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Right, it's like your kids. We're not shopping for you today.
Right,
We're shopping for the store.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's fun.
Yeah.
So he's obviously has a passion for it too.
Yeah, he loves it. He's actually really, really good at finding stuff.
Interesting.
So.
And it's nice that because I don't think you can do that without a supportive husband
right.
along with us.
I don't know how he deals with me, honestly.
Maybe
I mean, I am practically perfect in every way, but besides
right.
that, it's really hard
right.
to deal with.
That'll be another show with Ray.
Right.
And then we'll sit down and we'll find out actually how that happens.
Right.
Because you guys have been married for
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Hey neighbors, this is Bill Mock with the Grayslake Chamber of Commerce. And if you're looking for a network of hard-working, customer-focused, and generally friendly local businesses who are dedicated to helping each other succeed, then I'd like to invite you to check out and consider joining our Grayslake Chamber. We offer our members so many ways to advance their businesses through social networking events, special event sponsorships, informative lunch and learns, and the ever-popular after-hours mixers. Come see why we say we're the new wave of business here in Lake County.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things I also find interesting about you guys is that, you guys are fun, and you are part of our community. Like everywhere I see, you guys are always around. You're in Grayslake. I love that you're part of everything. I also find it cool that you turn your passions into doing other things, like your bags tournament that you do for charity. Like, what a great way to give back, and you turned drinking and playing bags into a charity thing.
Yeah, we love it.
Right. How did that even start?
Well, we used to have, everywhere we lived, we had a bags tournament. And we would invite the neighbors and everything, and then just cash home. Like, we'd have like 10 to maybe 5 to 10 teams, and then the winners take home cash. And my mom was a huge part of it every single year. And then she passed in 2017, so we didn't do it that year. And then in 2018, I retired, so we didn't do that year. But we wanted to do something to give back, because she just wanted like a cure for her cancer. Like everything for her cancer, she donated. Like she's like research, I guess you could say. She wanted everything that happened to her to go to research. So we were like, how can we help? Because she had a rare form of cancer. So we were like, how can we get the word out? And then we were like, she loved bags. She was a huge part of it. She would have wanted us to continue to have the bags tournament, but why have it for us? Why don't we just have it for a family that needs it? Right. So that's when we started having it for like different cancers each year and a different local family each year.
That's great. Yeah, me and you have a lot in common. I love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I know you're really good at it. You do it all the time.
I don't know that I'm good at it, but we sure try hard. That's for sure. But it's cool.
But it does take a community also to put it on. Like
absolutely.
Like the people that come to help and the donations and the raffle baskets, and like people come early, they come the day before, they get everything set up, and they just take the stress off.
Yes.
And then.
Yeah, and that's one thing about our community too that I really love is to see people come forward. Because you don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to give money. You don't have to donate baskets. You don't have to volunteer your time, which in a lot of things the time commitment of volunteers is huge.
Yeah.
And I wish more people would be involved.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for the bags tournament, I couldn't ask for a better crew.
Yeah.
Like everybody. Like we even have a new game.
You have a new game?
Mm-hmm. It's called Chicken Shit Bingo.
Oh.
It's from Texas. So,
yes.
Yeah.
I had a motorcycle friend in Texas, and he was on one of those TV shows, and we had to go out and film Chicken Shit Bingo. so you play Chicken Shit Bingo there,
We play Chicken Shit Bingo at the raffle, at the bags tournament, yeah.
Okay, do you wait later in the night for that? Because that'd be a lot more fun.
We do it throughout the day. It's
Just
hilarious.
Kids
love it. Kids love it. They're begging their parents for $5.
I wonder if we could pull that off at a 90s night or something.
I know, wouldn't that be fun? I'll bring the chickens.
We might need a different kind of health permit for that, I'm thinking. But that's great, because I was at bags tournaments you guys had way long ago.
Oh, yeah,
too,
way back.
Before it turned into this extravaganza that you guys do, which is fun. So you're having one this year. Mm-hmm. And then this year, where's your money and donations going?
It's going to go to a gentleman his name is Eric Skaja. He lives down the street from us. Last year he had ocular lymphoma, and he donated last year to the Bags tournament. He donated a beautiful set of boards, and that went silent auction for $600.
Wow.
That's how beautiful they were, and because people just wanted to bid on them. And then so he was at the tournament, and he was going through the cancer. He's in remission now, but I can't say too much, but I'm pretty sure he's going to take that money and donate to another local family who is in need. And I don't want to say who, because I don't know if he said who. Right. So all the money raised in honor of him is probably going to get donated to somebody else.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely.
And we're hoping they're going to come and we can surprise them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody listening right now is inspired by what you're doing and they want to give a donation of a gift basket or any kind of donations, we can put your information in the show notes here so they can get a hold of you to
Definitely. We have 32 teams and...
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've filled up, usually we fill up like 8 to 10 right now, and then they all start coming in.
Sure, because it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's right around the corner, so everybody waits to the last minute.
Right.
Yeah, we have a show next week, and we have half the tickets sold that we will.
Right,
and I guarantee in the next 48 hours, we'll triple
sell them
on.
all. Yep.
Exactly. But in the summertime, people they never know what they're doing. They don't
right, you don't know if you're
going
to be there, if your kid's going off to college,
right.
or if you have to get your hair done that day. I mean, it's a lot.
That's usually my excuse, my nails and my hair or something. Something
your toilet
to that.
clog, something like
that.
Right.
So let's not go down that road. And people listening are probably like, what the hell are they talking about? But it's probably not what you think, through the context of that. The other thing I found interesting, and I know that it's grown since I've been to your house, is I think the first time I walked in your house, you had a couple dogs, and I walk outside, and there's a pot-bellied pig walking around. So let's talk about how many animals you have at your home.
Well, we have the legal amount.
You have the legal amount.
We'll just
We're not going to say that. Okay. Okay, so we're at the legal amount of animals.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not. That is probably the weirdest answer I've had to anything. But I like that we have the legal amount.
If anyone asks, we have a legal amount.
But no one listens to this anyway, so you don't have anything to worry about.
But I do have a lot of emotional support animals.
Right. Well, yeah, the emotional support animals. I like that.
They are legal.
Sure. Okay, then did they participate and they're hanging around during the Bags tournament and everything?
Yes, and there's free feedings and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do have 6 chickens. The legal amount.
Right.
Some ducks flew into our yard. They haven't left.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and I don't know. Something flew over the cuckoo's hoop, and like 2 kind of fainting goats just fainted in our yard one time, and they just never left.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Well, it's more of a refuge, I think. That's good. I'm glad that you're taking care of these.
Yeah, they just walk in our yard and never leave. We don't know what to do with them. They're wild.
Sometimes it happens. So you have nothing going on in your home.
We have some birds. We have 2 birds.
Okay.
And then we have 2 rescued chinchillas, rescued bunny, and 3 dogs, and no cats.
No cats. All right.
I think I'm forgetting something. I feel I'm forgetting something.
That's all right. Whatever you're forgetting is probably above the legal amount. So that's why you might have selective memory here, but that's okay. So you do you probably have to keep the chickens for Chicken Shit Bingo because it's back to charity. Mm-hmm. So that's a charitable chicken.
Exactly. And eggs. We get fresh eggs.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
See, all the way up.
The legal amount in Illinois or in Grayslake is 6.
6 chickens.
So we have 6.
Okay. That's good.
Most people have no idea what to do with their aging loved one who needs help. Well, there is a solution. A company that provides care and assistance to make your loved one feel right at home. At Right at Home, their mission statement is to improve the quality of life for those they serve. They offer extensive services: personal and companion care, safety supervision and transportation, fall prevention, dressing and bathing assistance, medical reminders, meal prep, hospice support, ambulation support, stroke recovery, Parkinson's support. The list goes on and on and on. If you have an aging loved one that needs help, call Right at Home. Most people prefer to age in their home rather than moving to an assisted living or nursing home. Right at Home can make this happen. Contact Right at Home at rightathomenlc.com or give them a call, 847-984-0103. Now back to the show.
Okay, so anybody listening, we've covered. Okay, so we have an antique shop that we have. We have a farmyard and bags turned for charity.
Yeah, they have their own Instagram.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Can you give us the Instagram so people can follow that?
It's called bros_barn_yard.
All right, I'll put that in there too.
Okay.
Yes, I'll tag. Can I tag them when we make this post as well? I'm sure. Do they have a big following?
They have like 30 people.
Really?
It's huge for the goats.
That's half of what I have. That's great. Okay, so
they have more than me. Put it that way.
Okay, so now for business-wise, what we want people to follow so they can find out what's going on. Are you active on social channels to show people what's going on in the shop?
Yeah, I have Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, and where do they find that? What's the official name?
Ole Time Antiques. OLE Time Antiques.
Okay, so I would have got that wrong.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's a D, but I did the OLE because Jack Daniels does OLD.
Right. I didn't even know that you like Jack Daniels.
Really?
No. Do you have a Jack Daniels room at your house?
I do, yeah.
Yes, good. Is he one of your roommates? You put him down as a tenant? Yes, we have Jack Daniels. Yes.
Never leave the house
I have a
without
guy
him.
named Tito that lives at my house.
Really?
Yeah, it's very
Actually, I have a
strange.
little bit of him too.
I have the legal amount of Tito's.
Sunday I drink with my Christian brothers, Jim, Jack, and Jose.
That's good.
You?
Yeah, basically the same thing. Okay, so I don't know how you have the time to do all of this stuff, but it's fantastic.
Sleep is for the resting in peace.
Yes. So, shop hours. So when can people come see you? It seems like you're open a
10
lot.
to 5. 10 to 5, and then right now over the summer I'm open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 6. Just to see how it's going. Like
Sure.
that last hour, a lot of people close at 5, so I wanted to stay open an extra hour to see if I get any extra traffic on the
good.
weekend.
And so how has it been received so far?
So far, I've heard really good comments. A lot of people coming in to check it out, and then they're going to come back.
Right.
They don't think it's as big as it is because, looking from the outside, it doesn't look that big.
Deceiving, right?
Yeah. But there's a whole back room with like a lot of cool stuff. But I've had a lot of good reception, and then the Food Truck Friday brings people in.
Yeah, let's talk about Food Truck Friday because we're recording this on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And so I'm coming for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, tomorrow we have tomorrow's, I think, the last day we have the taco truck. He's really good.
So it's rotating, so you don't have the same guys all the time.
Right. Well, I'm trying to keep it the same each month.
Okay.
I don't have August booked yet. I'm hoping because Dogs and Suds is back up and running.
Yeah,
I was really praying that they would
Yeah.
do August for me. But we're in email talk, so we'll see how that goes.
I happen to be friends with him now, so if you
Oh,
need
yay.
it, yeah. And one of the super nice guys, but one of the best people that in our community that really believe in, really believes in team.
Yeah, and he reached out, I reached out saying, hey, because I didn't know if the food truck was working.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, it might be, good if you just come and do the food truck. And they said it wasn't up and running, and I was like, okay. So then he reached back out, I think last week, and said, if you're interested. I was like, yeah, definitely August, we're free.
Awesome.
And then the grand opening, I'd love to have them there for the grand opening.
So when is the grand opening? Because this is going to release probably next week, which will be before July. So at the end of June was when we're recording this. So
Yeah.
So when is the grand opening?
July 27th.
July 27th. So what's happening at the grand opening?
Don't know yet. Haven't done one. Not sure what to do.
Can we do chicken shit bingo at the grand opening?
Yeah, let's do it. That's a great idea.
I would love to promote. We need to make a promo video for that.
Oh my God, let's do that.
Why come? And even if they don't like antiques, they can come at food trucks.
Yeah, we could put the
chicken shit bingo.
Even though chickens are not allowed in Haynesville, but we are not keeping them in Haynesville. We're just playing a game.
No,
so
they're
I'll talk
stopping
to
by.
the mayor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd love it. He's actually going to come.
Good.
The mayor of Haynesville is going to come, and I just don't know when to do the cutting, so I have to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be the whole weekend. But yeah, we definitely should do chicken shit bingo. That's a great idea.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have lots of options between you and I.
Yeah.
I think we could probably do all kinds of things.
Play jarts.
Right. And do you have regular?
I have old school jarts.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I need to get those. We don't have any animals or small children.
That's their
But
problem.
that makes it more fun that way too. That's how we were fast when we were kids.
Right.
Yes, you get hit with 1 yard jar in the foot.
It's like grown-ups.
Only happens once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We'll put
then
some jarts out there and really do the antique feel.
You see how soft people have gotten over the years. Yeah. I can't even believe it. So I know you haven't listened to a ton of podcasts. But you have listened to some, right?
Yes, a couple.
Okay. So right now what we do is we do our Grayslake hot seat questions. So we're going to be some rapid fire questions for you to answer.
Oh, shoot.
If you're okay with it. What do you mean, oh, shoot?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Did I mean
you're
oh,
fine.
shit?
They're very easy questions. All right. So we'll just go like this. So Kristine Breault on the Grayslake hot seat. If you had to have a superpower, what would it be?
See what people are thinking.
Oh, God. Thank God that's not today. You would
I know.
have left before you walked in. Like, that guy's crazy.
I don't know who would have left first. We wouldn't have met.
That's right. We never would even talk to each other. Tell me a place you'd like to travel that you haven't been.
I would love to go to Poland.
Poland. Okay. Tell me about your first car you ever had.
It was an 1984 Ford Mercury Marquis that took Pennzoil 10W30.
Could you be more specific about the car?
That's all I remember. My brother made me remember it.
That's fantastic. So you have all these different talents. Do you have a talent, a hidden talent?
I could talk like Donald Duck.
Do you want to prove it? All right. That again has never happened. Okay. Now it's not hidden anymore, so you can never answer that.
Damn the man.
If you had to write a book, what would it be about?
What the fuck?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Okay. I can give you a couple chapters in that one
Yeah,
too.
that would be the title.
What would the content especially be?
Human life.
Just all the WTFs that we can get. Would the 12-year-old version of yourself think you're cool?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I have to remember when I was 12. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I was a badass.
Right.
My 12-year-old would be like, she's a badass.
Good. Mine probably wouldn't say exactly that. Might be a dumbass, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that too. She's a bad dumbass.
Do you have a nickname?
KB.
KB. What do you wish you learned sooner in life?
That you can't fix stupid.
I see where this book is coming into. Like, yes, I'm
I really
understanding
wished
more.
I knew that earlier.
Have you ever eaten a roller dog from a gas station?
Indeed.
Okay, good. See?
And I made them. I had my own little roller thing.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
You're my hero. You're seriously my hero. Not because you're a vet, but you wanted to be a vet, but a different kind of vet. And then you turned to
Right.
be a vet. But you had your own roller dog.
Yeah.
Wow. We're just going to end the show right here. What is your middle name?
Carrie.
Have you ever broken a bone?
A couple, yes.
If you had to have a theme party at your house, what would the theme party be?
1980s.
1980s. Did you come to my 80s party?
No, I couldn't make it, but I will.
Yeah.
The next one, you're having a 90s throwback or something.
That's
right.
right. By the time this airs, it'll be this week.
Right, it's coming
Yeah,
up.
so if you're listening to this week and you're not coming to the 90s party, it's for a great cause. Little Emmy, who has leukemia, 5-year-old girl, and the community has supported her so much so far. I cannot wait to see what the outcome of this will be, because the outreach has been
Very excited, and I hope she has
fantastic.
many more community charities thrown in there.
Yes, and anybody who wants to outreach to help in any way, we have tons of ways to get in front of the family. So if there's anything we can do. 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
1.
Good. Honesty is the best policy. You playing sports in high school. You said you played.
I played volleyball, swimming, basketball, and softball.
So you weren't very athletic.
Negative.
Okay, good. Favorite Grayslake event to attend?
I love the Grayslake days when I can attend. And the Beer and Bourbon Fest.
Yes.
I'd have to say that tops Grayslake days because my kids are older. So Beer and Bourbon Fest.
Right. Works out good. When you eat tacos, do you tilt your head to the right or the left?
To the right.
To the right. And you did it.
Like French kissing.
Is that the way you did it? That should be one of the questions. To the right or the left?
TMI.
Right. Favorite childhood book. And moving on. Favorite childhood book.
Book. 1984.
Beautiful. First concert you've ever attended?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Nice. This is a stupid.
Well, the very first
one
I attended was Blondie.
Nice.
But we got kicked out of because of the people who took me.
Really?
I was like 10.
Good. That's a good story.
But
anyway.
I attended.
Right. But you have a good story.
I got the button.
Hey, bartender, can I have a...
Jack on the Rocks.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Goonies.
High score in bowling?
Let's go with 128.
Okay. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
David Allen Cole, You Never Even Call Me By My Name.
Love it. Have you ever won an award?
Yes.
For what?
Military stuff.
Military stuff. How many times do you exercise per week?
4 to 5.
Yeah, how do you even have time to exercise? I don't even know how you would even fit that
Well,
in
it
your
depends
schedule.
on the week.
Very true. Favorite or biggest fear that you have? You don't seem like you're afraid of a whole lot of things, but what's your biggest fear?
Something happened to my kids.
How many days a week can you wear the same pair of jeans without washing them?
I don't wear jeans.
All right. Good.
Much.
Just wear
Unless
them
it's
the whole
a
year
very formal occasion.
round.
You could kill people and get dressy in leggings, so I always wear leggings.
You can... I'm not even going to repeat it. but only the
You could do
legal
anything
amount.
in leggings. You could do anything in leggings.
I think the name of your book should be Anything in Leggings.
That's a great idea.
Or a separate book, or a short film or something. Have you ever met a celebrity?
Yes.
Who?
Billy Dean. I had drinks with him in his little bus thing.
I
met a lot of celebrities. I worked at a venue.
So you get to meet all that. And
yeah,
people
met,
don't know who Billy Dean is. Shame on you.
Yeah, I met Larry the Cable Guy,
Huh?
LL Cool J.
See? Just to say Larry the Cable Guy and Cool J in the same sentence probably has never been done ever. Yeah, I can tell you which one I'd rather meet, and that would be Cool J. Last thing you bought on Amazon?
I can't say if my daughter's listening, so... Oh, I can, because it's going to be later.
Yeah, it'll be next Tuesday.
Birthday plates.
Awesome. What's the theme of her birthday?
8 or 18. We're going to have a PJs and pancakes birthday because she's
Awesome.
18. And so it's
PJs
a
and
surprise
pancakes.
tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
so we won't let anybody know. I'll get on her Instagram tonight and I'll send her. Have fun with your PJs and pancakes.
She has no idea. It's kind of an embarrassing, happy thing.
No, it's cute. I love it. We'll finish with this one. I would never do blank again.
Work with the Army. Just kidding.
You said...
Okay.
Okay, now that we have a lot of good answers for that one. Okay, well, thank you for participating in that. And we haven't had any Jack Daniels today, so we could
Right,
imagine if we recorded this like 3 hours later.
Oh
than
my
this.
God, it would be so screwed.
Right. You'd be like, we don't need to edit anything, and we'd come out and we'd be like, oh yeah, I did say that. Did I mention that person's name first and last?
I probably shouldn't say what I said. I was like, wait.
So any big plans? Like I know at this point you've been open for 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you have a lot going on in 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
you've been rocking and rolling for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And taking school and all that stuff.
Wow. And Food Truck Friday is an awesome idea. So if
Thank
there's food
you.
trucks that anybody listening has any affiliation with food trucks, they can reach out to you to be a part of what you're doing
Yes,
as well.
please. So tomorrow is tacos. July is tropical chill. And then,
Chill.
yeah, we're still working on August.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super fun. Super fun. Okay, so I want to make sure that everybody, if you're into antiques, you never know what you're going to find there. Stop by the store, say hello. Are you looking for any more vendors, or are you all full?
We're all full now, but there is a wait list, and more than happy to put people on the wait list for a booth or a case.
Cool. Where do you see this? Where do you see this going in like a couple of years?
I'm hoping that I either get a bigger, get to buy the building if all goes well,
Sure.
or expanding. If not, I just hope to keep it a small mom and pop shop where people love to come and pet a dog and enjoy the memories that they're gonna see.
That's cool. And I love that you have this nostalgic way of looking at everything. It must be really cool working around that stuff, and it's exciting to get a new item in or exciting to talk to other vendors.
Yeah,
too.
it's never worked to me. It's so fun.
Wow. And I'm sure the people that come shop there love to hear the stories behind things, and probably a lot of people looking for specific things that have a great story to them so
Correct,
that they can
yeah.
take it home.
I love hearing the stories.
Right. And some of the stories of those items might be the story of them coming to you to get it and
Correct.
how they found it.
Correct.
So the story just kind of goes.
It just keeps going, keeping the
great.
memory alive, because once we go, who's going to pass it on?
Right.
So,
That's true. We can only have so much stuff, right?
yeah, a lot of times we don't talk about that kind of stuff.
True.
Like, I love talking to my parents about what it was like for them growing up, which is totally different than what it was for us, which ours is totally different for our kids.
And what about their kids? I'm scared to hear what those stories are going to be.
Thank God we'll be long dead before that happens.
Wow. We've done a fantastic job, both of you guys, raising your children, because they're
Thanks.
very, very awesome kids.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
it's a
that.
pleasure to see them around. And I've got to see them grow up.
I know,
which is
yeah,
kinda
you
fun.
have.
Like,
And your kids too.
oh my gosh. Yes, we really don't
I see
have
your
this
kids
older
in the
kids.
school
Oh
all the
my-
time.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I didn't even know they went to school. But that's good that they're there. and you've
Sometimes.
seen them.
I'm just
Right.
kidding.
It's nice to see them there. Well, I love your concept around everything and your enthusiasm. It's nice to see people start businesses for the right reasons, because it's something they're passionate about, and they can expect a great experience coming in to talk to everybody.
And I appreciate you. Thanks for taking the time to do this and
Oh, yeah.
reaching out. And
My pleasure.
I know you could be out having dinner somewhere, but you're
You never know. I'm never
here
out.
with me.
No, it's great. It's great. We have to get our time, and we have to. But I think there's certain.
I think
things
you
in
said
our
you were going to
community-
DJ, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Give me. I do a lot of
Just
DJing.
kidding.
I actually got to do I was at the Grayslake Summer Bash pool thing
Oh,
today,
that's so fun.
and then the
Yeah.
fishing derby the week before.
Oh my
and
gosh,
then
you're
we
so
got the
busy.
night- Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. But at least that's the point. I get to do what I want to do. now.
Exactly. You like it. You love
That's
it.
what I love.
Yeah.
Right, and be able to pick and choose.
Yeah. I'm broke, but I'm happy.
Amen. I think there's a lot of songs
I'm pretty
like
sure
that.
there's a lot of songs.
Yeah, I think Alanis Morissette comes to my mind.
Yeah.
See, isn't that ironic?
I'm broke.
Yeah.
Don't lie. That's
Yeah,
not
don't
one
you
of.
think?
That's not a karaoke one.
No, that's not my karaoke one. Well, thank you for taking the time with me. Folks, if you're around town, make sure to go check it out. Make sure to follow on Instagram, follow on Facebook, and it's OLE.
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 Time. Antiques.
Antiques. I can't spell antiques, but
Neither can I.
I'm already following both things. But check out this stuff. Support local business. And once again, I appreciate your enthusiasm. I hope everything. I wish you the best and everything too.
Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you.
My pleasure. Grayslake, wherever you're listening, do me a favor. Get on, if you're on Spotify, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Apple, Google Podcasts, wherever you're at, make sure to hit subscribe, because that way every week you'll be notified of a new guest that comes on, and we get to learn more about our community, which builds community. And as I always end, make sure that we remember that we don't know what our friends are going through, our family are going through every single day. So one little random act of kindness can change somebody's whole day. So get out there, do that. Actually, do it twice. Right?
Why not?
Yeah, because we all like a smile or a friendly gesture.
Call or
from
text
everybody.
somebody today you haven't.
You know, I'm going to interview this gentleman who works at the Dollar Tree, and what he does on his Saturday nights. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be. Yeah, and he is the coolest cat.
He's so awesome.
He is great, and don't you think he'd be a great guest?
I think he'd be amazing.
He said on
He's
Saturday
always in a
nights.
positive move.
Yeah, and he always tells you be safe. On Saturday nights, he will go home and he reaches out to people that just need to talk, because he's like, people don't have people to talk to, and he's worried about other people's mental health.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many people with
That just need
you
somebody.
can't see the sickness. That's the problem, is you can't see the sickness. It's inside.
Right.
And it's a war. And that's why every Friday I wear a red shirt. And that's why every day we reach out to somebody.
Right. So there's a good challenge too. Reach out to somebody today. If you're listening to this in the morning, on Tuesday morning, or wherever you're listening, reach out to somebody. Just say hello.
Yep.
Because it means a lot, and people are excited. Everybody gets excited to hear somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most people that reach out to you are excited to hear.
Don't
from
call
you.
me.
Yeah, just don't text me. It'll be fine. Perfect. I got enough people to deal with. But that's great. But Grayslake,
Don't waste your time.
Right, exactly.
Call somebody else for sure.
We got off on a tangent as we're trying to. But thank you so much. Grayslake, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next Tuesday.